Well, I think they play hard. They bring a good amount of energy as far as how they play. I think they have there's no question they have good basketball as far as intelligence. And so I think that they bring some good, positive qualities to our team. So we had a very, very good, very competitive practice.
3 out of the 4 of the guys are under contract for next year. Do you tell them, hey, this is a 2-month trial. We're trying to get a feel for you guys like you are for us. How do you approach it with them?
Well, I think the number one thing is that every player, whether you're under contract or not, every time you go on the floor, you're being judged. And so these guys are coming to a situation where there's an opportunity because of the things that they bring to the table. A lot of these guys are very defensive oriented, something that we've lacked a little bit. And I think they bring in some different things that we haven't had. So they're going to have opportunities to show what they can do and play. And if they can do things and they play, then they're going to either reap the benefits either here or somewhere else. And so I think the players, they understand that, but there's no question that it does give us flexibility down the road as far as to do things. But we also brought these guys in with the idea that they have an opportunity to be a part of what we're trying to build because of the character that they have and how they play and the things that how they play is going to be conducive with how we think we have to play to be successful.
Who starts tomorrow?
I don't know. We'll probably roll the dice tomorrow and see. So I haven't made that decision. I don't know if I'll start any of the new guys tomorrow or not. I think we'll kind of wait and see, where everything is.
Has this become a longer-term rebuilding project now? Do you sense that there's still something achievable now?
Well, I told them, we'll know in the next couple of weeks. I think the next couple of weeks are going to tell us where, if we have the ability to put together a string. It's difficult when you lose players that have been a main part of your fold. You have, 2 of those guys started every game that they could when they were healthy, and then Deshaun was kind of off and on. So you have 3 guys that have been a very important part as far as on your team. So how quickly the new players adapt and how quickly as far as the players that we have that are going to be filling new roles, existing players, is going to determine how we're going to be. But I do think that we're going to go out. Like I said, these guys, James Singleton was very impressive today as far as he's got great ability to go after the basketball on the glass. Gives a really, really good as far as a guy that can go get offensive rebounds and the defensive presence up front. So I think, like I said, the same thing with Ross is more of a defensive player. So I think that it gives us a good blend of some of the players that we have with some of the new players.
There's still some chatter about Antoine Jamison possibly leaving before Thursday, but how much as a coach do you want to hold on to a player like that?
I think that, one, as I've always told most players, is that any time that your name's not mentioned in trades, that means you're not very good. Usually good players are always mentioned in trades because people as far as want those players. And I think that all these players know in this league, whether it's with us or with anybody else, you make trades if you feel that they're going to make you better initially or you're going to be better as far as down the road. You just don't make trades to make trades. It's not like trading cards. And so Antoine's been a very important part of what this franchise is. And right now I'm playing on Antoine as far as being here.
Flip, wasn't here today. Is he on his way?
He's on his way, yes.
Flip, when you look at this team and you look at the situation, do you sometimes get the feeling, gee, this isn't what I signed up for?
Well, I think as coaches, you have to adapt. It might not be as far as what I signed up for, but it also as a coach, it kind of gives you, I guess you could say you kind of dig your heels in a little bit more, and it gives you as far as more of a challenge. So there's challenges when you go into a situation as I went in Detroit, where it was a team that was winning at a high level to try to continue winning at that pace. There were challenges coming in here initially when we came in, and we had a lot of guys coming off injuries and trying to form these guys and change a little bit of our mental aspect of what we thought we had to do to not win games, but to try to have success as far as in playoffs. And so now we're just taking another little turn as far as down the river and bringing in other players that bring different things as far as to the table. And so from my standpoint, and I told our staff, it's a good opportunity for us to go out and teach and see how much these guys can grasp in a short amount of time.
How do you plan on utilizing Josh, and what did you like about his game before?
Well, Josh is, one thing I like is I think Josh is, compared to as many people have, is a very good open floor type player, can score on the open floor. He has the ability as far as to be a slasher. I like his ability defensively. He's got great size. He's got a 7'3" wingspan or whatever, so he plays big with his he's got long arms, and I think he's a quick decision player. And that he's gonna make quick decisions as far as what he does. And you're talking about a guy that's played with on great players as far as in teams. He's played in winning situations. The first thing he came in here, he said, hey, listen, I'm used to making the playoffs. And he says, I know we're behind right now. He says, but that's not going to change my focus as far as with our team. And so, like I said, he's been on teams that have won 60 games. When you have players that have won at that level, they know the little things that you need to do in order to win. And my philosophy has always been that becomes very contagious.
Talk about these new guys, incorporating them into the offense. How much were you able to work on that today? And
we worked on a little. Of course, we'll have to pare down as far as what we do, and not make things as far as too complicated for them. And I told all of them, I say, I just want you to be aggressive. Be aggressive offensively, be aggressive defensively, make quick decisions, and do things to try to make your teammates better.
Do you envision anybody playing tomorrow?
We'll all play tomorrow.
Including Drew?
Well, I have to see when he gets in and where he's at and everything else. So right now I anticipate that if he's all healthy and he's ready to go, that we'll play him. Okay.
Thanks, Coach.